Good morning. So today, really quick, I just wanted to talk about your eating habits. So let's start with breakfast. I know I've talked to a lot of people over the years, and the most common question I'll get people is, what does your eating habits look like daily? And they'll tell me, I eat, 2 times a day. I really don't have a lot of time. Let's start right there. Let's pull back before that. I don't have a lot of time. Everybody has plenty of time to take care of themselves physically for their health. So let's understand first why our body needs food. It's how we live. That's it. There's your answer. Your entire body is based off of fat cells, water, and then all the other parts of anatomy that come along with it. But we can control our body's growth or lack of. At the same time, it is a way to prolong the inevitable, which is what I was talking about in the last video, which is we're on a time clock. We need to make the best of every second of every day of our life. In all realms, health, love, friends, family, work. But right now we're talking about the health version of it. So when I talk to a lot of people and they start their day with no breakfast, crazy. That just drives me insane. The reason it drives me insane is because whether we know it or not, we are fasting every night. And I'm not talking about intermittent fasting or fasting for a spiritual purpose. I'm talking about we're sleeping and we're not eating. We're not putting anything in our body, which is okay. That's what you're supposed to do. So when you wake up, you are breaking that fast, aka breakfast. So it's extremely important that you start your day with calories in your body. What calories you put into your body, that's another conversation. That's for another day. We just need to first talk about the fact that you telling me you do not have time to eat breakfast. You need to set time aside to start your day and give yourself the best advantage to have a higher level of energy throughout your work day, your parenting day, whatever it is you're doing. I know most of you experience that crash, middle of the afternoon, your energy levels start to drop, feel like you're tired, need to take a nap. This started the night before. You slept through the night. Depending on how many hours you get your sleep in, again, that's another conversation. It's important that you're getting the necessary amount of sleep at night. Typically, the general rule of thumb would be 5 to 7 hours as an adult. So you want to make sure that when you're waking up, you are putting nutrients into your body. That's when your day actually starts, when now you're of the conscious mentality. Now you can make things, decide, talk, do, to go about your day. You do not want to start yourself off with failure by not putting any food into your body because you simply don't have time. You need to rush out the door. You need to wake up 30, 40 minutes earlier and treat yourself to this. It is not a luxury. This is a necessity. You need to make sure that your body is given the fair share and its fair chance to have a productive day. Your mind also. Your mind is going to feed off of this. So if you're a groggy person in the morning, it's time to start changing up a few things. Change some of the chemicals that are taking place in your body currently. Simply by adding some breakfast. It doesn't have to be a big, gigantic gourmet meal. I'm not talking about even pancakes, eggs, waffles, bagels. Breakfast for a lot of people may not be 6 in the morning, depending on your lifestyle and your work schedule. It is just the first meal you're eating and you consume from the second you wake up. So it's going to be important that when you wake up, that is what you're doing. Set time aside. Wake up earlier, go to bed earlier. Something you need to do just so that way you can factor this in 7 days a week. Treating yourself, giving yourself this one thing. Do this for yourself. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself. And making sure that it's something that you can get consistent with. You're going to notice that if you're eating every few hours, your energy levels, your metabolism, it will sustain. Our metabolism works like one of those things you see in a doctor's office when it's checking our heartbeat. It's doing this throughout the day. And the reason is it's because we eat and our body is satisfied, it's maintained, then it starts to go down as the time goes by. So you want to make sure that you minimize the slopes and try to maximize the jagged straight line. And that's going to happen by eating every few hours. And this is an organic energy. I know a lot of us, we do caffeine, coffee. These are great ways to help spike and to help, kind of also monitor overeating. the same time, these are just band-aids. They are very short-term bursts of energy, and most of the time we crash, and we crash hard. So it's going to be important to make sure to sustain that level of energy, and that starts with the food we're putting in our body, the type of food we're putting in our body. Again, that's for another conversation, but all these things play a role in our energy levels. Our body is just a ball of energy, and we control its source. We are the source of it, what we put into it. Water, probably the most important thing you can put into your body. Your whole 70-80% of your body is water, so it's important that you're drinking. They usually tell you about a gallon a day. That's going to vary depending on the person and the time of the year. I know some people, when it's cold outside, last thing you want is water. So you want to make sure that water is a part of your daily routine, also part of your daily diet. It has to coexist with the food. You can't have one or the other. You can actually survive longer without food than you can without water. So make sure that you're drinking the required amount of water. It's just going to also help to minimize the sugar intake from sodas, juices, things like that. Just put water into your body. It's natural. It needs it already. It's definitely not something foreign. So just treat yourself good with what you're putting into your body, but make sure you're putting it into your body, especially when you start the morning. You're breaking that fast. That's the most important thing I can get to you today. Everything else you're eating, every few hours, 4 to 6 times a day, just so that way you're staying in the right lane of life with your health. It's important. It's important to you, your family, if you have kids, they depend on you as parents. So I have 2 daughters myself, and it's important that we lead by example. Every morning I have my breakfast, and my older daughter comes out and she has the same breakfast as me. I love it. It's beautiful. She always wants to be just like Daddy in the morning, and it makes me happy because I'm eating a sensible breakfast, my staple. So she's eating it too because she wants to be like me. At the same time, she's getting a good healthy dosage to break her fast. So that's it for this morning. Just ask yourself, or take a look back yesterday what you ate. Actually, comment in this video. I want to hear what you guys' daily routine for your eating habits are. Let's focus on breakfast, and then you can piggyback on there. I want other people to kind of engage and kind of see where everybody does for their morning routine with breakfast and how many times a day you're eating. Leave a comment, and I'm curious. I want to know. I want to feedback from you. I'll answer some questions. So follow my YouTube page. That way you can stay up to date on the content. I'm learning on it every day with this stuff, so I want to learn and continue to teach. So I'm going to be throwing it out there all the time. I'm going to be throwing it fast. I got a lot on my mind that I've been holding 18 years of knowledge, and this is my opportunity to start to give back daily. So I'm excited for that. So leave in the comments kind of your breakfast routine, your ideal breakfasts, lunches, dinners, snacks, just so that we can get an understanding and idea of the different types of foods that are out there. But most specifically, I want to see who is and who is not starting the day out with a breakfast. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. I'm at the gym.